So let's just attach that energy. Get our VMAX card. It's already damaged though. So we can actually knock it out, I think. 30, 220. Yep, we can actually knock it out. Yes. Okay. Metal goggles. Let's hope they don't have more metal goggles. Oh, 160. If they knock us out, they knock us out. We can't do anything. PG cards or something. Switch. Scoop up that. There's no point now. So instead of adding enough energies, they do a double switch. So now we can actually play a Theo in the next turn. Careless is useless. Crushing Hammer is useless. GMX rolling. Knocked out a Mewtwo Mew GX for 3 prize cards. Welder. Okay, if they switch, they can't boss order now, so that's good. If they great catcher, if they have a great catcher, we're done. So if they attack, they're gonna need to discard an energy. So they're gonna have to reattach to be able to attack again. They're gonna have to find another Tail and Flame. There we go. So all we need to do is use a Team Yell and and they're dead. There we go. Hello everybody, welcome back to Bearware the Terrible. Today we have a delicious new deck in the standard format for you called the Kara Maple, presenting the new Flapple V card from Battle Styles, with the Sour Spit attack allowing you to add 2 energies to your opponent's active Pokemon's attack cost. So it's only 1 grass energy cost and it does 20 damage as well. And we are also playing our Flapple VMAX card with the GMX rolling attack doing 250 damage for only 3 energy costs. But you have to minus 10 damage for each damage counter on your Flapple VMAX. That means you're gonna have to think about adding those heal cards, your Cheryl card, your Pokemon Center Lady in DDV, Mellow and Lana, things like that to heal your Flapple VMAX back to full HP so that you get to do 250 damage once more. If it is not full HP, you don't get to do 250. So we are not adding heal cards in this deck. We have no in DDV, we have no Mellow and Lana, we have no Cheryl. Cheryl is the most important card if you are playing a Flapple VMAX. But we have no Cheryl in this deck because we are focusing on the Flapple V card. We are focusing on Sour Spit, Biting Whirlpool, and Galar Mine. So Galar Mine forces our opponent, binds our opponent's active Pokemon on the active spot. So we also have a Fion in this deck. Fion Galar Mine actually allows us to push the attacking Pokemon back into the bench spot and pull out a new bench Pokemon, hopefully a Pokemon that they haven't yet charged and is not ready to go yet, or a Pokemon that they can't attack with, like a Dedenne or a Snorlax or Gormandize, or something useless that they can't attack with. Hopefully not a Jirachi Stellarish, but if we have to, then we can't do anything about that. So Fion actually forces them to switch their active Pokemon back for another Pokemon, and then we get to bind that other Pokemon to the bench on the active spot with our Galar Mine. Obviously they get to destroy this card if they play Hiding Energies, if they play Metagross with the ability that removes all retreat costs from all of their Pokemon in play, then Galar Mine is effectively destroyed. If they play a lot of stadium cards, they can replace your Galar Mine card as well. If they play Chaotic Swell, your Galar Mine is destroyed as well. So Galar Mine is not a perfect card. Galar Mine is very weak in that sense, but if it works really well. It gives you a lot of advantage because they can't retreat, they can't attack. They're gonna have to attach more energies to be able to retreat or to be able to attack. But if they can find a switch card, if they have a switch card in hand, then they can remove both those effects. If they don't have a switch card, if they don't have bird keepers, then they're screwed, because we are actually holding them. If they haven't have any switch cards in their hand, if they haven't drawn those cards yet, if they can't search for it, then we are effectively binding them. We are effectively forcing them to attach more energies onto their Pokemon, placing more damage counters with our Biting Whirlpool and with as many Arctozolts in play as possible, until they are heavily damaged enough for us to knock them out with either a wing attack or a G-Max rolling hit. So G-Max rolling does a lot of damage for our first hit, but obviously if by later on in the game, at the late stage of the game, we are not gonna be able to do a lot of damage with our G-Max rolling, because obviously Flapple VMAX is gonna be heavily damaged. So we are not relying on Flapple VMAX being full HP throughout the game. Obviously that's not gonna happen. That is why we have our Memory Capsule. Memory Capsule allow us to recycle our previous evolution's attacks. So Flapple VMAX get to use Wing Attack, Flapple VMAX get to use Sour Spit. So Wing Attack, 120 damage, not a lot, but sometimes it's enough to knock out a Pokemon that has already been damaged with our Biting Whirlpool ability. So Biting Whirlpool, if they attach energy from their hand to their Pokemon, each energy they attach from their hand to their Pokemon, we place 2 damage counters on that Pokemon for each Arctozolt you have in play. That is a lot. And we are also adding their attack cost, we are adding their retreat cost, we're using Crushing Hammers, we are using Team Yell, so they're gonna have to attach a lot of energy, they're gonna have to reattach those energies. If we are playing Clefable, it's even better, but we don't have Clefables in this deck. It might be an interesting idea to add Clefable, but you know, I can't find a bench spot for it. So if I already have 3 Arctozolts in play, and a DDNGX, and a Fion, you know, I won't have spaces for that Clefable. That Rebel Clash Clefable allows you to put an energy card from attached to your opponent's active Pokemon back to the top of their deck. So Clefable is a good card to add for this deck, but we're not playing that card because, as I said, we have too many bench positions filled. We have our bench position already filled with our Arctozolts. So we also have our setup cards in this deck. We have our Sonias, Quick Balls, Evolution Incenses, and Pokemon Communication to get out our evolution cards, our basic Pokemons to set up our Arctozolts as fast as possible. We have obviously our Kara list. Kara list allows you to place to search your deck for up to 2 rare fossil cards and put them onto your bench directly. That means on your next turn you only have to search for your Arctozolts to evolve, and then you're good to go. Your ability gets activated and your opponent has to worry about energy attachment, because if they attach energy, way too many energies, way too many times to their Pokemon, they're gonna damage their Pokemon way too much, and they can't afford to do that sometimes, because G-Max rolling does a lot of damage and Wing Attack can knock them out if they damage their Pokemon, if they attach way too many energies to their Pokemon. So if they play a Cherim card, if they are playing Cherim Maractus, then that's gonna be super bad for them, because Maractus or even Cramorant VMAX relies on a lot of energy cards. If they rely on attaching a lot of energies from their hand, a Hydreigon also, then they're gonna be screwed, because unless they attach energies from their deck, they're gonna be heavily damaged with our Biting Whirlpool ability. So obviously they can attach from their deck, they can attach from their discard pile. Blastoise from, I'm not sure which expansion. Blastoise has the ability that allows you to look at the top 6 cards of your deck, attach any water energies there to your Pokemon in any way you like. So if they have Blastoise or Charizard from Team Up expansion, or Bolton that attach energy from their deck, Buzzap Generator, then that's bad for us because Biting Whirlpool doesn't work. So we also have our switch cards. We have our Bird Keeper because we are playing Galar Mine. If they boss order and if our Arctozolt gets stuck in the active spot, or if our Dedenne gets stuck in the active spot, then we get to switch with our Bird Keeper back into our Flapple V to be able to attack with our Flapple V or our VMAX card. So Fion, we only have 2 Fions and we have no boss order, no no catchers in this deck. So I don't like flipping coins, that's why we don't have catchers. I'm not relying on them playing a Dedenne GX. Not many decks have Dedenne GXs with the new V cards. They probably are going to play like Chinchinos or Gormandize or Stellar Wish, you know, Didin is not a is not, what do you call that? It's not for sure that they're gonna have Didin in their deck. So Great Catcher is not a good card to have. That's why I don't have Great Catchers. I don't have Boss Order because I'm playing way too many supporter cards in this deck. I'm playing Careless, I'm playing Team Yell, I'm playing my other supporter cards to draw cards, Sonia as well. Sonia allows us to draw out our energy cards as well. It's important to note that because sometimes we don't have any energy cards in hand. We need to play Sonia for energy cards sometimes because we have no, what do you call that? We have no Viridian Forest, we have no Energy Spinner or Energy Searches. We only have 9 energies in this deck, and we are also playing our Aromatic Energy. So Aromatic Energy protects your Pokemon, protects your Flapple from special conditions. That means they don't get to affected with special conditions. Salazzle Whipping Bell is effectively destroyed unless they boss order and knock out your Arctozolt. Then we can't do anything about that because they can still affect your Arctozolt with special conditions with their dangerous mucus. So what do you call that? Salazzle Whipping Bell can effectively be destroyed if you play only your Flapple VMAX. So if they are playing Salazzle Whipping Bell, don't get out your Arctozolts because Arctozolt will be useless. All you need to do is attack with your Flapple VMAX. If you can get out your Flapple V as fast as possible, evolve as fast as possible, attach your Aromatic Energy as fast as possible, then you're good to go. All you need to do is protect your Pokemon from special conditions. Obviously, they can still use Crushing Hammer, they can still discard your special energies, and then affect it with special conditions. But, you know, they're gonna have to, you know, what do you call that? Do a lot of things to do that. They're gonna have to work really hard to be able to discard your special energy. So, that is all for this deck. I think it's pretty simple. Yep, we also have only 2 Didin GXs in this deck because we don't want to be, what do you call that, restricting our bench spot. So if we play too many Didin GXs, we can't play enough Arctozolts to do enough damage to them. So as many Arctozolts as possible is the way to go. We need to bring out as many rare fossils as fast as early on in the game as we can with our Careless, and then you know, evolve those Arctozolts, and then we're good to go. All we need to do after that is to use our Sour Spit and our Galar Mine, and then evolve, attach energy, Gmax rolling. So that's all for this deck. Today's music will be tropical style music from Luke Bergs. So Luke Bergs feature good music, no copyright music. If you want to use them for your videos, you can as well. But you need to check the title and make sure it's no copyright or copyright free. Royalty music is not completely free. You might need a license for royalty free music. So let's go for gameplay with our Kara Maple deck, featuring the Flapple V card and our Arctozolts. So the reason it's called Kara Maple is because we are featuring our Careless and also our Caramel Apple, Flapple VMAX, the Caramel Delight. Zaking. So they're playing a flying normal type. Might be a confusing deck box though. You never know. ADP card sleeve. Crobat V stuck in the active spot. So we have a Didin. We have a Careless. No energy cards, that's bad. So I think we're gonna play Careless Didin, and then hopefully get more rare fossils and an energy card. If only we have an energy card. So it might be better to have some energy spinners or energy searches, because we actually did nothing for our first turn. Poison Apple. We got 3 Flapples on our first draw. Ditto. Jirachi. I think they're gonna be playing Victini, a Victini VMAX deck. Victini Spreading Flames, Victini VMAX Victory Flame, Max Victory, my bad. Aurora. Aurora Energy though, that means they can actually play any V card. First Light. They're gonna have to discard the Talon Flame and then switch to be able to use Fast Flight, because they've already attached Aurora to their Ditto. So let's use Careless, check our Arctozolt. We have 3 Arctozolts in the deck, no more Flapples, 2 Fiones, 2 Flapple VMAX. Let's check 3 Galar Mines, more Careless, Memory Capsule, energies, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got 7 energies in the deck. Let's place another Flapple because we are playing our Didine now. We discarded 2 Research though, so that's actually scary. So let's place our Galar Mine now. We have no... Ooh, that's really scary. We have no supporter cards, and we have no... We should have actually used the Fione before we do that, because now we're actually letting them use Stellar Wish over and over again. Stellar Wish is just annoying. It gives them a huge advantage. So now they get to use Talon Flame. All they need to do is discard Pokemon Vs for Ditto to use V Transformation. Didine, probably a Didine. Crobat V. Oh, Crobat V is actually smarter. If they get a Crobat V, probably gonna be a V actually, because they're not discarding, they don't have to discard anything. So we are weak towards Fire type, important to note. If they play a Welder, we're done for. So they have a Pokecom, last card, so that's nothing to be afraid of. Not yet. If they play a Welder, then we're done for, because we need a Fione now. Are they gonna have a switch? I mean, they're playing a Jirachi, probably gonna have a lot of switches. Escape Rope. Oh my god, this is scary. I don't want to play my Pokemon yet though. Fione, if I Fione, they're just gonna switch their Jirachi. Right? We have another Flapple, so let's just get an Arctozolt. If they knock us out, they knock us out. We can't do anything. No Welder, please. No Giant Hearth. Oh my gosh, Giant Hearth. But that means they're gonna have to damage it by 3 energy costs. That's 120 damage. Yep, they're playing Welder, there we go. If only we had a Crushing Hammer or a Team Yell just now. I think they didn't have energy. I don't think they draw an extra energy. That's why they had the O face. Oh, that's unlucky. Oh well, better for us. So they're gonna have to either retreat or use Fast Light. Because that's 5 energy cost now. Bright Wing is 5 energy cost. All they need to do is use a Dideen or Crobat to get energy cards or something. Switch. They can actually retreat though, because it's like 0 retreat cost. They forgot about the Galar Mine. They forgot that they replaced the Galar Mine, so they wasted their switch. Ah, that's stupid of them. Too bad. Scoop up net. Ah, there's no point now. So instead of adding enough energies, they do a double switch. But they could have just retreated though. If they retreat and switch, they don't have to waste their scoop up net. So we need another Dideen. Hopefully we have another Dideen in the deck. Otherwise we can't do anything. It's 100. Let's just hope for a Dideen. I'm way too scared actually. Let's just put that. Oh, we got a, what do you call that? We got a Marnie. Okay, that's good, that's good. Marnie actually destroys them as well. And we get to discard something. Let's discard the Aurora because they can't save the Aurora. And what do we do now? Let's just discard that. Let's get a Dideen. Let's hope we have a Dideen. No Dideens. Darn it. Alright. Let's just get that one then. We have another fossil. So Carolus. We have a Pokemon for Fion if we need it. Yep, nothing we can do now. Only 2 Dideens in this deck. One is in our prize card. Oh well. With the attached energy, they are not done for. But they have to do a double switch again. Let's hope they don't have enough switch cards left. Oh my god, Tail and Flame. Jirachi is annoying. Oh my god, 0 retreat cost, darn it. I forgot about that. No switch please. 7, the top 5 cards. Not 7, top 5 cards. Boss order, kill our Dideen or kill our Flapple. Probably gonna kill our Flapple, like come on. Oh my god, why did they wait so long? Oh well, at least if they attach another energy they are done for. At least we have that. So we have to put a Arctozolt now. We have no more Flapples. Oh my god. Okay, let's just put Arctozolt. And we can't do anything now. So we're gonna play Team Yell the next turn. This is a very funny game because we're dead. We're essentially dead. We have no Flapples. No Flapple left. They had way too many switches. Scoop up net and switch. 2 scoop up net, 2 switch, 1 escape rope. They're already taking a long time. Like, why are they taking so long? You're probably gonna charge up the Ardito now. We got 3 Arctozolts. Let's see what other Vs they have. Oh, no more Vs. They still gotta attach that energy though. 3 Arctozolts, Tailwind Flame, a second Tailwind Flame. If they play a second Tailwind Flame, it can survive. Because we have only 3 Arctozolts. If we have 4, then we can do something, but we only have 3. So they just wasted their energy attachment. I'm not sure why they did that. Like, they just knocked themselves out. Oh, so they get to use it. So they get to use V transformation again. Alright, that's actually smart. V transformation for another Tailwind Flame. So all they need to do is have one Tailwind Flame. One Tailwind Flame and a lot of Ditto Vs. That's interesting. There we go, welder for another Tailwind Flame. This is a really long game. It's ended already. What is that card? Fion. If we play Crushing Hammer or Team Yell enough times, we can actually knock out the Ditto. So let's hope that happens. We should actually put... Yeah, let's... We don't need other cards anyways. Let's put that Didin out of the active spot. So now it's strategy. We can't attack anymore. All we can do is remove their energies. So if they don't knock out our Arctozolt, well, even if they knock out one, all we need to do is remove an energy. They can, oh, if they boss order, they can win the game though. Welder. Okay, if they switch, they can't boss order now, so that's good. If they Great Catcher, if they have a Great Catcher, we're done. So if they attack, they're gonna need to discard an energy. So they're gonna have to reattach to be able to attack again. They're gonna have to find another Talon Flame. There we go. So all we need to do is use a Team Yell and and they're dead. There we go. I can't believe this. Oh, I can't believe this. We won without attacking. We won without attacking. That's insane. Okay, Arctozolt is mad. So let's go for our second game with the Kara Maple deck. So I add some changes to this deck. I changed one basic leaf energy for an Aurora energy, and I also switched one aromatic energy for an Aurora energy. So I added 2 Aurora energies in this deck because that energy allows us to use our Arctozolt's attack, Electro Ball. So Arctozolt get to attack Altaria or Decidueye if they are playing those barrier spells. If they have protection against V cards or VMAX cards, sorry, V and GX cards. So if they are protecting their Pokemon from Pokemon Vs and Pokemon GXs, then we get to use our Arctozolt to attack. Because otherwise we can't attack an Altaria or Decidueye deck. Or maybe you can add some Phoebe. You can think about adding Phoebe to your deck, and then you can attack with your Flapple, VMAX, GMAX rolling. But GMAX rolling doesn't do enough damage to knock them out if your Flapple VMAX is heavily damaged, so you're gonna have to think about healing as well. So Phoebe is not a good card to add for this deck because our VMAX card is not very strong. The attack doesn't really work that well. So they can move their energies, but they are still gonna have a lot of retreat cost. Unless they play a Metagross. They might have a Metagross, a Corviknight VMAX with Bronzong, Zacian, and Metagross. But that's a lot of cards though. Metagross is stage 2, they might not have a Metagross, but you never know. Might have been better to use the Quick Ball for a Theo. Arctozolt is useless anyways. So let's just attach that energy. Get our VMAX card. It's already damaged though. So we can actually knock it out, I think. 30, 220. Yep, we can actually knock it out. Yes. Okay. Metal goggles. Let's hope they don't have more metal goggles. Oh, 160. Oh, they let us win. Because they're resistant. Oh my goodness. And metal goggles protect by 30 as well. So reduced by 60 because of resistance and metal goggles, and reduced by another 30 because G-Max Rolling's effect. So 250 minus 90. So we actually did 160 damage. Plus the wing attack, 60 damage. So 220 in total. Knocked out their Corviknight. Oh my god, resistance. So we actually do 60 less damage. And we can't use Arctozolt. But we knocked it out before they got another one, and we already have our Arctozolts in play. They might not have another metal goggles. They maybe have only 2 metal goggles or something in their deck. They just gave up, I suppose. So they're playing a Squirtle, a team up Blastoise. I think that Blastoise is the one that attached energy from their deck. So I don't think we can be playing. I don't think our Arctozolt would work for this game either. But who knows? Let's just see. We can actually call for a Dideen. Yell and Dideen. That would be interesting. Let's just Marnie. You can Sour Spit anyways. Not to worry. Alright, let's hope for a heads with the Crushing Hammer. No Rare Fossil, no Carolis, no heads. Let's hope they Marnie us because we have a bad hand. Pretty sure they're gonna be playing Starmie GX. Starmie GX Hydro Pump, I think. Okay. Let's just use our Bird Keeper. Let's hope for an energy card or a Dideen. None of each. Okay, that was stupid. Now we're stuck. Oh well, at least if they attach energy, they're gonna be damaged by 20. Blastoise, there we go, Blastoise. Powerful Squall. Same sort of ability as the Charizard from the same expansion, because they both get to attach energy from the deck to their Pokemon. But Blastoise, you get to attach to your Pokemon in any way you like from the top 6 cards of your deck, any water energy. Whereas Charizard, you attach only to your Charizard, and you place 2 damage counters on the Charizard, and you only get to attach 2. $150. They're probably gonna heal. So if they heal 50, well, I'm not sure which effect goes first. I think healing goes first. So if they heal, they're gonna be damaged by 20. So there's no point healing actually. Heal damage. There we go. Heal first. What are we gonna do now? We have to research actually. I don't want to waste my Flapple. Let's see if we have another VMAX. We have another VMAX. So let's just discard the Flapple. We have a Fion, that's perfect. Let's see if we have a Galar mine. If we have a Galar mine, that would be better. Let's prepare that one. It's gonna get knocked out anyways. So let's get a Didine. If we have a Didine, okay, we have a Didine. No Galar mine. Another Tails. Another Blastoise. This guy loves Blastoise. Blastoise, Piplup, Blastoise, Blastoise. Get to do Gmax rolling for a knockout, so that's good. We need an energy though, so I'm just gonna Bird Keeper, hope for an energy. Oh my god. Let's just Bird Keeper to that one, because we don't need all three. Yep, we have an energy, thank goodness. Because they are playing Blastoise, so Arctozolt is essentially useless. Let's kill it with our Flapple. Thank goodness they don't have any damage reduction spells. So now we can actually play a Fion the next turn. Carolus is useless. Crushing Hammer is useless. Gmax rolling. Knocked out a Mewtwo Mew GX for 3 prize cards. They knocked us out first though. They knocked out a Flapple V. We need our memory capsule now. We only have 1 memory capsule in this deck, so playing a Flapple VMAX is very dangerous because they can just damage it and we can do nothing. Gmax rolling does 0 damage if you have 25 damage counters or more on your Flapple VMAX. And they can charge very easily. Arctozolt is useless. Oh, a Blastoise GX. This guy loves Blastoise. This Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attacks. Rocket Splash. Giant Geyser. From your hand. Shuffle into the deck. 60 damage for each card you shuffled in your deck into your deck in this way. Let's hope Maple stays in for another turn. Undamaged. If it's damaged, then we're done. I guess that's why they have a Blastoise, because Blastoise GX needs a lot of energy cards in play, so they get to attach freely from their deck with their powerful Squall, and then Rocket Splash for a crazy amount of damage. They can even discard this and then use Mewtwo Mew. So Rare Candy is actually not a smart move, but you never know. because that's actually a tag team. This is a GX. GX, your opponent only takes 2 prize cards. Sort of the same HP. 30 more for Mewtwo. So you add 30 HP for an extra prize card cost. So that's not a good deal. So rare candy might actually be better. Powerful Squall. They better do something this turn or we're gonna knock out something, because 250 is a lot. All they need is 2 and attach 1 from their hand. Oh, they got 3. Yep, they definitely have another energy from their hand, otherwise they won't be attaching all to their Mewtwo. 60. There we go. 180. We do very little damage now. But that means they shuffle it back into their deck. Bubble Launcher. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, it's not paralyzed. So that's interesting. Bubble Launcher, then Rocket Splash. Oh, they just let us win. That was odd. But we do have a Fion and a Galar Mine in hand, meaning we get to use Fion Whirlpool Suction for a Pokemon, attack with GMAX rolling for 150 damage. Even though it's not a lot, it can still knock out a water type Pokemon because they are weak towards leaf type. They are weak towards grass type, which Flapple VMAX is a grass type. So it actually does 300 damage, effectively knocking out any Blastoise, even the Blastoise tag team with Piplup. So that's how powerful your Flapple VMAX is. But obviously, after if they put out a Crobat V or a Dedenne GX or something else, then we can only knock it out for 2 prize card. We're gonna have to think about our last prize card. How are we gonna get our last prize card? But obviously, we can use another Flapple for a wing attack. We can attack wing attack, or maybe use a Sour Spit, and then use Fion again. Spam a lot of Fion because we need to be using Fion, otherwise we cannot knock out that Mewtwo. Mewtwo is not weak against grass type, and Mewtwo is 270 damage. 270 HP, and it's gonna do a lot of damage to us. Mewtwo is the one that we have to watch out for. That's why we need to use Fion to push it back into the bench spot, knock out any active Pokemon that is water type or Crobat V or whatever, and then bind it to the active spot. If we can't knock it out, we have to bind it in the active spot with our Galar Mine. So that's to watch out for. Mewtwo Mew is very dangerous. That's the only card that we need to watch out for. Obviously, Powerful Squall is very strong as well. But if they can't, if we knock them out enough times, we get to draw our last 3 prize cards for the win. That's all we need. Our last 3 prize cards. So hope you enjoyed this deck. It's called the Kara Maple deck, featuring our Flapple V, Sour Spit, but we are also using our GMAX rolling as well. GMAX rolling does a whopping 250 damage with a minus effect. Obviously, you have to minus 10 damage for each damage counter on your Flapple VMAX. Not a good deal, and we don't have Cheryls, we don't have heal cards in this deck, but we do have our supporting Arctozolt. Arctozolt allows you to add damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon, accumulate those damages until you get to knock them out with your GMAX rolling or with your wing attack. And your Sour Spit actually works well in pair with your Arctozolt and your Galar Mine, and your Crushing Hammers and your Team Yell. So that is how that is the strategy for this deck. We are trying to restrict their energy, their energy cost, increase their energy cost, increase their retreat cost, attack cost, and discard their energies and make it difficult for them to attach energies from their hand, because if they do, they're gonna have to prepare for those damage counters. Otherwise, we can knock them out easily. So we have Careless, we have Bird Keepers, other supporter cards. We also have a Memory Capsule so that Flapple VMAX gets to use Sour Spit. It also gets to use Wing Attack if it is heavily damaged. If it can't do enough damage, for any knockouts with their G-Max rolling, because G-Max rolling is effectively useless if you are heavily damaged, if your Flapple VMAX is heavily damaged. So aromatic energy protects you from special conditions. That's why we need 3 of it. And as I said earlier, I've changed this deck. I've switched 1 aromatic energy and 1 basic energy for 2 Aurora energies because Aurora energy allows us to use our Electro Ball. Electro Ball, 17 damage. We can also use Tingly Return, by the way. But Electro Ball allows us to knock out a Altaria, to damage a Decidueye that protects them from Pokemon Vs and Pokemon GXs. It's not good to have a Phoebe in this deck because Phoebe only allows you to attack with your Flapple VMAX. Phoebe only works for VMAX Pokemons, and Gmax rolling is not a good attack because they can use Decidueye to damage your Flapple VMAX or any other cards, any V cards or whatever attacks to heavily damage your Flapple VMAX and accumulate all those damage counters on it until Gmax rolling does very few damage to them. So Phoebe is not a good card because Gmax rolling is not a good attack. So instead of Phoebe, I've added Aurora Energy just because I get to attack with our Electro Ball. So Electro Ball, not a good attack, but it's only 2 energy costs. And another bad thing is that you need to sacrifice your Arctozolt. Obviously, if you attack with Arctozolt, it's going to be in the active spot on your next turn, on your opponent's next turn, and they get to knock it out, effectively lifting them from the Biting Whirlpool curse. But sometimes we have no choice but to attack with this card because they are playing Altaria Decidueye. So Arctozolt, also an electric type, so we can hit an Altaria for 140 damage for only 2 energies. And we can also use Aurora Energy to charge up our Dedenne GX for Tingly Return to paralyze them or for Static Shock. Sometimes we may need to use those attacks, you never know with a game. So that is all for this deck. We also have 2 Fiones for, you know, a boss order effect. Obviously, you don't get to choose which bench Pokemon they switch out to, but it's, you know, it's good enough. For a Galar Mine, if you're playing a Galar Mine, a Fione is good enough. Obviously, boss order is better, but boss order is a supporter card, and we're not playing characters because I hate flipping coins, and we are not relying on them playing GX Pokemons because, you know, with all the new V cards, they're probably not going to be playing GXs. So Great Catcher is not useful, so I'm not having catchers, I'm not having boss order, I'm only having Fione in this deck. So that's all. Hope you enjoyed this deck. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. If you find our videos interesting, entertaining, or fulfilling in any way, tune in for our next video where we'll be making more, more building a deck from more Battle Styles cards. So we'll also be reviewing the new set list for the new expansion Chilling Reign pretty soon, sometime in the future. So Chilling Reign is a new expansion featuring new cards, releasing on 16th of June, if I'm not mistaken. So June is going to be released, and I'm very excited with that. New cards, Calyrex VMAX, new Vs, new abilities, new stadium cards as well. Very, very powerful abilities and stadium cards. Very strong attacks as well. So I'm excited about that. So let's end this video right now. Have a nice day, and we'll see you in the next video. Keep playing, keep having fun, keep perfecting your strategy, and have fun gaming, because this game, as I keep saying, is about having fun. Bye guys!